title, The 7 Wonders of the World, Secrets, Stories, and Mysteries. Have you ever wondered what it takes to build something so incredible that the entire world stops and says, "This is a wonder"? Not just beautiful. Not just big. But something so extraordinary that even centuries later, we're still trying to understand how it was possible. Today, we're traveling across continents, through jungles, deserts, mountains, and ancient cities, to explore the 7 wonders of the modern world. And trust me, some of these will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about history. Let's begin. First stop. China. The Great Wall of China. Imagine standing on top of a wall that stretches farther than the distance from Lagos to London, multiple times over. A wall so massive, it snakes across mountains, deserts, and valleys like a giant dragon. But here's the part most people don't think about. This wasn't built in a year. Or 10 years. It took over 2,000 years to complete. Different dynasties, different workers, millions of people. Soldiers, farmers, prisoners, all forced to contribute. And many of them never made it back home. Some historians even believe that workers who died during construction were buried within the wall itself. Think about that. A structure so powerful, it's literally built on human sacrifice. But here's the mystery. Why build something this massive? Protection? Yes. But also fear. Fear of invasion. Fear of losing control. And yet, despite its size, enemies still found ways around it. Which makes you wonder. Was it really meant to stop invaders, or to show power? Now, let's rise above the clouds. High in the Andes Mountains of Peru, hidden between peaks and surrounded by mist, lies Machu Picchu. A city in the sky. No roads lead directly to it. No wheels were used to build it. And yet, somehow, massive stones, some weighing over 20 tons, were perfectly cut and fitted together without mortar. No cement. No glue. Just precision. So perfect, that not even a blade of grass can slide between the stones. Now here's where it gets strange. When the Spanish conquered the Inca Empire, they destroyed almost everything. But Machu Picchu? They never found it. For centuries, it remained hidden, untouched, like it was never meant to be discovered. Until 1911. When an explorer stumbled upon it by accident. But the biggest question still remains. Why was it abandoned? No signs of war. No signs of destruction. Just empty. A perfectly built city, left behind. Next, we enter the desert. Jordan. A narrow canyon, towering cliffs on both sides, and suddenly, it appears. Petra. A city carved directly into stone. Not built, carved. Imagine standing in front of a 40-meter high structure, sculpted into solid rock, over 2,000 years ago. No machines. No power tools. Just human hands, and time. Petra was once one of the richest cities in the world. A center of trade, connecting civilizations. But then, it vanished. Lost to time. Hidden by sand and forgotten by history. For hundreds of years, people didn't even know it existed. Until one day, it was rediscovered. But even now, experts believe that we've only uncovered about 15% of Petra. That means 85% of this ancient city is still buried. What else is hiding beneath there? Now, let's head to Brazil. High above Rio de Janeiro, standing with arms wide open, is Christ the Redeemer. A symbol recognized all over the world. But what makes this statue truly fascinating isn't just its size. It's where it stands. At the top of a mountain. Over 700 meters above the city. Now imagine this. It was built in the 1920s. No helicopters. No modern cranes. Every piece, transported up that mountain. And assembled piece by piece. But here's something most people don't know. The statue gets struck by lightning multiple times every year. And yet, it still stands. Restored. Repaired. Resilient. Almost like it refuses to fall. Next, we go back in time. Ancient Rome. The Colosseum. At first glance, it's just ruins. Broken walls. Open arches. But close your eyes for a second. And imagine this place, alive. 50,000 people, cheering. Gladiators, fighting. Animals, released into the arena. This wasn't just entertainment. It was survival. Life or death. And here's the shocking part. Some of these games lasted for days. Thousands of animals killed. Hundreds of lives lost. All for the crowd. But what's even more impressive is the engineering. Underground tunnels. Trapdoors. Elevators. Systems so advanced, they still confuse engineers today. Now, let's slow things down. India. The Taj Mahal. Unlike the others, this wonder wasn't built for war, power, or entertainment. It was built for love. An emperor, heartbroken by the death of his wife, decided to create something the world would never forget. White marble. Precious stones. Perfect symmetry. It took over 20 years. But here's something interesting. The Taj Mahal changes color. In the morning, it looks soft and pink. During the day, bright white. And at night, golden under the moonlight. Almost like it's alive. Almost like it's reflecting emotion. But behind that beauty is a darker story. Some legends say the emperor planned to build a second Taj Mahal in black marble. But he was overthrown before he could begin, leaving the story unfinished. Finally, we arrive in Mexico. Chichen Itza, an ancient Mayan city filled with mystery. At the center stands a pyramid known as El Castillo. At first, it looks like a simple structure. But it's far from simple. Each side has 91 steps. Add the top platform, and you get 365. One for every day of the year. A calendar built into a pyramid. But here's where it gets incredible. Twice a year, during the equinox, the sunlight hits the pyramid in such a way that it creates the illusion of a serpent slithering down the stairs. Not carved. Not painted. Light and shadow. Designed thousands of years ago. Without modern technology. How? So now, you've seen them all. 7 wonders. 7 stories. 7 reminders of what humans are capable of.